Hello there, my name is StrifeAndHarmony, and today we're going to be playing another exciting episode of Amnesia. When last we left off, we discovered that our gracious host had poisoned a bunch of people.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Alright, well... Alright, calm down, jeez. So the most important thing to note about those, I've also lost my my complete train of thought. The important thing to note about those things is that, fun fact, if you don't see them, they can't see you. I might have said that before. Alright, cool, oil. Okay. If
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect, but I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Oh, I love the eldritch nonsense that he's stumbled into. What is the scary thing that happened? What did I miss? Okay. Do. Alright, we're gonna light that. Alright, so we need to open that, and if I recall... Does something attack us? Okay. There we go. Oh, nothing attacked us. We did it! And now nothing bad can happen, ever. Ah, yes. The level that spawned so much bullshit. So many people loved this level so much that they incorporated it into their games. Alright, so I just needed to run all the way over there. I think I always fall for that room in particular. Like, I played this, like, this is the third time now for content. Like, I should know by now, right? Did that just fart? Did you just fart? You're such a rude bitch. Get up! God damn it, Daniel. Climb up. Alright, we just gotta make it all the way over. And it'll magically do that. And then a new one will show up. But don't worry, friends. We can feed this one. Okay. Go! Okay. Great. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. What's a hollow needle for? What do I need? Ah, okay. Obviously, the hollow needle works on the lock. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Okay, let's go. He felt himself being hoisted out of the ocean. The lacquered hull of the SS Hortensia glittered in the suit. Okay, I shouldn't have tried. I was going into from a high intensity moment to, oh, I should read this. Fucking moron.
An ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Oh boy. Just what the fuck is this? So what's this here? This is storage. I don't want to go down into storage until I know what I want to go into storage for. Herbert's trunk was wrapped in rope. The lock had been broken by thieves, he assumed. He wondered if anything had been left. Considering... wow, okay.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
Do. I don't know, Daniel. What would they have wanted with your journal?
July 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Dodged a bullet there, Daniel.
July 3rd, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Dun dun dun! Why do I get the feeling the second I pick this up I need to hide? Am I just remembering things weirdly? Okay. The strange letter frightened him, but it was the only one which... Okay, I should have read that sooner. He flipped through the book of monarchs looking for etchings and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Joanne Wire. The most remarkable thing happened while I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus. What the fuck is a Heliodromus? I want to be called a Heliodromus unless it's bad, as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. I love these words so much. It was, as it was told about, an underground Mithriac temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed, while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstadt. I feel like I've heard that name before, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine, where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly, a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The tree had turned charcoal, black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. This is a long one. Look at this. You couldn't voice act this one? I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The Guardian had taken the orb from me, but still, until this day, I fear its return. Sometimes I lie awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. Last time we spoke, you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Quite a talkative fellow, ain't you? Sandy, crystal clear, health, a few cuts.
Let's see what you have to offer.
Ugh.
What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw, but I can sense it. It's definitely there.
He's talking about Vitae. Ugh. Vitae is this wonderful substance that I'm sure he'll explain. Anatomy Frontiers. 1658, January 9th. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I'm still able to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain, since no research has been made in my particular interest. I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. Great. I don't know why I keep expecting that painting to change. Oh, hey, the animal experiment. Anus lupus familiaris. 1658, April 12th. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy, since the creature is bound to die from that exercise. I must refrain this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. I feel like I should know if I'm going to be attacked or not. Find another way around the rubble in the study. Find another way to open the closet door in the guest room. Oh hey, it gave me oil. Nice. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives that he could. Sir William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the... Okay. We're gonna try this.
The key. Please, let it be here. July 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange. Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
I still expect things to just pop out and try and kill me. I don't know why. Why is this game so good at creating tension? right machine room open. He flipped through the Book of Monarchs looking for etchings. Oh, this is the king one again. I feel like this is a puzzle one, so they can't have a Monstar here.
July 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Because it's your fault. You can blame it all on Danny. Because it's his fault. Yeah, it's totally all on him. I forget what I have to do here.
July 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Ah, yes. Excuse me, doctor. I can't sleep. Give me some of them drugs, please. Oh, yes, here we go. Do some drugs about your sleep problems. So anyway, I totally done the same thing about as that. I had a bunch of sleeping issues. And they were being caused by stress-related issues, but then I started getting more stressed out because I couldn't sleep, so I said, okay, you know what, fuck it. And I just got some melatonin, like, over-the-top, like, melatonin. Not gonna lie, good night's sleep definitely did help. Only 2 spare rods left in storage for elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged. Keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. So I need to go to the storage to get metal rods for this. While a hell demon just burns somewhere in the walls, I guess. Alright, that's much nicer. Alright, so I think we gotta pick up these. And we gotta slam them in. While horrible hell demons just hiss at me. Alternatively, that could just be Danny. That could just be Danny thinking there's horrible, like, demons. When really it's the machines hissing a little. I gotta say, we are making a lot more progress than, my first time doing this puzzle. I could not find these things for the life of me. Oh, what's this?
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith? Professor Taylor? Now Dr. Tate? Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
See now, this is the kind of shit that makes me not think like Danny is super despicable. Whoop. Like he was desperate. Oh, okay. I guess we need... But yeah, no, Danny was desperate. Slowly over the course of time, things just would people would just get killed for helping him, or being around him even. Like, he went to the doctor for sedatives. And you're telling me the doctor got killed for it? Okay, what does it need? You know, I say what does it need as if I even know, like, what's wrong with the rest of it. I know we gotta go to, we gotta go to storage for these things. and figure out a way around the rubble. I remember how we get past this. Hell yeah, look at us being little thieves. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind is not even wasted a breath. Yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. Yo, dude, cry about it. For real. Elevator machine instructions. Okay, cool. We need this. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meters should read up 8 and down 8. Okay, so up 8, down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the chart. Trinity stream set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete stream flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. I'm trying to figure out what the Trinity stream steam set function, how you would set that. Well, I mean, we have one of the rods and we have a piece of the puzzle. We can go solve that. Hell yeah. We're doing great. Yo, chill. Alright, so down 8, up 8. Oh boy, math. Three, 1, 1, so that's 4. Right? That's 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn it. Okay. So let's try. No. Because that already fucks it up. Crap. Because this fucks it up too. Oh god. How do I do this? I feel like this might be the only way. Alright, well, let's go down here real quick. Complete steam flow cycle, 4-phase amplitude trinity set. Okay, so flow cycle goes to the circle. Maybe I am... Maybe I just am not smart enough to understand the purpose of the rods and why they can be taken in and out if, yeah. Cool. So the other two are in storage. So we are going to go to storage. However, actually...
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Anyway. That's actually all the time we have left for today. I hope you all enjoyed. I know I did. And I will see you all again next week. Goodbye! Thank you for your time. If you enjoyed yourself, please like and subscribe.